Hi, it's Miss Lisa from Growing Brilliant. I am so excited you came to join us for story time today. We've been talking this week all about animals that we might find in the springtime. And I found a really cool book about springtime animals that includes one of our favorite characters that we know and love in preschool. Would you like to see the book? Okay. Today we're going to read Pete the Cat, 5 Little Ducks. That's our friend Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat, 5 Little Ducks was written by James Dean. Let's take a look at the picture on the cover. There's our friend Pete the Cat. What is he doing? He's lounging in an inner tube. Looks like he's in some water. Maybe a pond. And then, do you see the friends he has with them? There are 5 little ducks. Would you like to count them together? Okay, start over here. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I noticed something fun about each of these ducks. They're all wearing something a little different to make them unique. Unique means being different than everyone else. Can we talk about some of the differences in these ducks? I thought this was pretty cool. This duck here is wearing an orange shirt. That's a nice color orange, little duck. Is this duck wearing an orange shirt? No, he's not. But look what he has on his feet. He's wearing sneakers. That's pretty cool. This duck over here is not wearing sneakers, but he's wearing a pretty nifty bow tie. Bow ties are cool. Then this duck here is wearing a green hat. None of the other ducks are wearing green hats. He's unique. And then what about this duck here? Do you see what he has that's special? This duck is wearing glasses. Hey, Mr. Duck, I wear glasses too. All right, should we see what these ducks and Pete the Cat are up to? Okay, let's open up the book. It says, 5 little ducks went out to play with one cool cat leading the way. Should we count the 5 ducks? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one cool cat. Pete the Cat said, "Let's splash and swim." He looks ready to jump in. Do you think the ducks are going to jump in with him? Let's find out. But only 4 little ducks jumped in. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ducks. And one cool cat. And a little frog. Then it says, 4 little ducks went out to play with one cool cat leading the way. Pete the Cat said, "Let's jump and hop." Look at, the frog decided to jump. Do you think the ducks are going to jump and hop with him? Let's find out. But only 3 little ducks popped up. 1, 2, 3. And one cool jumping cat. Hey, do you think you could do some jumping with these ducks? Try it. Jump, 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 jump. That's good jumping. It says, 3 little ducks went out to play with one cool cat leading the way. Pete the Cat said, "Let's try the swings." All right, those ducks are still jumping. Do you think they're going to try the swings? Let's find out. But only 2 little ducks flapped their wings. You see? 2 ducks, 1, 2, and one cool cat. That looks like a lot of fun. I love to swing. Do you love to swing? I think it's fun. Two little ducks went out to play with one cool cat leading the way. Pete the cat said, "Let's run inside." Wait a minute. Why do you think Pete wants to run inside? Take a look at this picture and see if anything that you see gives you a hint. I see something falling from the sky. Do you? What do you see? That's right, it looks like it's raining. They better run inside. But only one little duck came by. What was that other duck doing? Who's over there with him? Do you see the worm in the grass? So only one duck went inside with Pete. One little duck was there to play with one cool cat on this rainy day. Pete the cat said, "It's me and you." But that little duck left too. Uh-oh, that last little duck left. I wonder what will happen next. How do you think it made Pete feel when all the ducks left him? Maybe a little sad? Let's find out. I think you're right. It says, "Sad Pete the cat went out to play, but all of the ducks had gone away." There are no ducks. I see some puddles though. And do you see what Pete the cat is wearing? Is that his rain gear? I see a rain hat and a yellow rain jacket and some rain boots. Do you think he's ready to splash in those puddles? I think that would be fun. Pete the cat said, "Hey, what was that?" And the 5 little ducks came running back. Do you see? Are there 5 ducks again? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all there. And do you see that they're running through a puddle? How fun. 5 little ducks all yelled, "Hooray!" They made Pete a treat that day. Pete the cat said, "Let's all have fun." Do you see the treat that the ducks had made for Pete? It's a boat. And there's a banner above the boat that says, "Pete." Do you think those ducks made that boat for Pete when they went away from him? I wonder. And they played until the day was done. Look at that. It's Pete and all 5 ducks playing in the boat that they made. There's also a butterfly and a bird, a ladybug, a worm, and a frog. They have all kinds of friends with them in that boat. That looks like so much fun. The end. Thank you so much for coming and reading Pete the Cat, 5 Little Ducks with me. I love that each of those ducks had something special about themselves. And I thought it would be fun for us to do an art project where we make some ducks that are very unique, just like I'm unique and you're unique. Should we do that together? Okay, let's head over to the art table and we'll get that project going. Are you ready to do an art activity with me? Okay, very good. So we read the book today, Pete the Cat, 5 Little Ducks. And in this book, we met 5 little ducks that were hanging out and playing with Pete the Cat. Something I really liked about these ducks is that they each had something a little bit different about themselves that made them unique. And we learned that the word unique means different than the others, right? So these ducks, for instance, we had one wearing an orange shirt. There was a duck wearing red sneakers. One of them was wearing glasses like Miss Lisa wears. There was a duck in a green hat and a duck with a bow tie. So I thought it would be fun for us to make our own 5 little ducks and decorate them different so that they're unique too. Does that sound like fun? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I want to tell you what we need for this project. So we're going to use this duck template. Okay, so if you've had a chance to print this, then you have this one available. If you've not had a chance to print it, maybe you can just use some paper and draw your own 5 ducks. Either way works just fine. So we also have a blank piece of paper, and I'll tell you what we're going to use that for in a bit. I have my watercolors. Do you have your watercolors with you? Good, I'm so glad. Then I also have one feather, a glass of water so that we can rinse the watercolor paintbrush. I also have color pencils. If you want to use color pencils, you can, or you can use crayons or markers, whatever you want to color with, just something to color with. I also have a pair of scissors and a bottle of glue. So I would like for you to gather all of those materials as well. If you already have them, fantastic. If you need just a moment to get them, then go ahead and collect your materials. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we want to color our ducks. Now, like I said, you can color them any way you want to, markers, crayons, color pencils, whatever you'd like, and you can color them any color you want to. I want you to express your creativity and just think about all the fun ways you could color ducks. But there's one thing I want you to do. Okay, are you listening? I want you to make each duck a little bit different than the next. So no 2 ducks need to be colored exactly the same. If you want to color them all yellow like ducks, you can, but then do something different about them just to make them unique. Or you can color them all kinds of silly colors. You could have a pink duck and a purple duck and a red duck and a yellow duck. You can have a duck wearing a hat or sneakers or a bow tie. Whatever you want to do, okay? So let's go ahead and color our ducks. I'll do some coloring with you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my duck yellow, and then I'm just going to give him something silly about him. Or her. We don't know. They're just ducks. Have you thought about the way you want to color your ducks? That sounds really fun. Tell me a little bit about what you're using to color your ducks. Are you using crayons? Do you have your markers with you? Or are you maybe painting? Any way you want to do it is absolutely fine. We're just going to think about what we want our ducks to look like. So while you're coloring your ducks, I'd actually like to teach you a song. So why don't you keep coloring, and I'll tell you how the song goes, and then we can sing it together. Does that sound fun? Okay, so this song is about ducks, and it goes like this. 5 little ducks that I once knew, happy one, silly one, shy ones too, but the one little duck with the feather on his back, he led the others with the quack, 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 quack. He led the others with the quack, quack, quack. Should we sing it again? Okay, it goes. 5 little ducks that I once knew, happy one, silly one, shy ones too, but the one little duck with the feather on his back, he led the others with the quack, 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 quack. He led the others with the quack, quack, quack. Good job. All right, maybe we'll sing that a little more later too. Does that sound like fun? All right, so I want you to go ahead and keep coloring your ducks. I want you to take your time coloring these ducks, so don't rush through it. You take your time, and if you need some extra time, you can go ahead and stop the video, and when you're finished, you can come back, and I'll be right here waiting for you with my finished colored ducks too. Hi, are you all done coloring your ducks? Very good. Can I see them? I'll show you mine too. Should we hold them up and we can see? Very nice. You made some beautiful ducks. I love all the colors you chose. And I love how each of the ducks is just a little bit different. You really understood the directions. Very nice. Okay, so now that your ducks are all colored, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our ducks out, okay? Now, I want you to be very careful when using your scissors. If you need some help, please ask a grown-up to help you cut, okay? But if you can do it yourself, that's okay. We're just gonna be very careful. And remember, we only cut when our grown-ups are around, and we only cut paper, right? That's right. So I have my scissors here. Let's go over how we hold our scissors. We put our hands down and turn our wrists under. We put 3 fingers in the bottom, and then we put 1 in the top, and we cut, cut, cut. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to carefully cut out the ducks that we colored. Now, you can be very careful and cut them right on the lines, or you can be a little more loose about it and just kind of cut a circle around your ducks to cut them out. Whichever way you do it is perfectly fine for what we're gonna do with them, okay? We just wanna have them cut out so that they're not together all on one page, because we're gonna do another piece to make a lake or a pond for our ducks to swim in. Does that sound like fun? Okay, so go ahead and work on cutting out your duck. Remember, you can cut slowly to make sure you're being very careful to cut on the lines. When we cut by ourselves with our grown-ups around, but you doing it yourself, it really works on giving you strong hands. And when you have a strong hand, you have very good control of your scissors and your pencils and other small tools that you use your hands for. That's called our fine motor skills. And working out those skills is going to make us amazing writers someday. Don't you think? Absolutely. All right, so go ahead and cut out all of your ducks. And if you need a little extra time to cut out your ducks, that's just fine. Just like we did before, go ahead and stop the video, and when you come back, I will be here. All right. Okay, are you all finished cutting out your ducks? Very good. Can I see the ducks that you made? Will you show them to me? Go ahead and hold them up so I can see. Just like this. Let me see the ducks you made. Those are so nice. You are very creative. All right, so I'm going to show you the ducks that I made too. I made a sweet little duck with a bow on her head. I made a birthday duck who's wearing a party hat. I made a cowboy duck who has a cowboy hat on their head. And I have a little love duck who's got a nice heart right there on their chest. And I made a duck with a little yellow feather on its back, just like the duck in the song that we sang about, who had a feather on his back. Should we sing that song together again? Okay, let's sing it together. Can you show me your 5, like for 5 ducks? All right, let's sing. 5 little ducks that I once knew. Happy ones, silly ones, shy ones too. But the one little duck with the feather on his back, he led the others with the quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. He led the others with the quack, quack, quack. Good job. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do together is we're going to paint a little pond for our ducks to swim in. Does that sound like fun? Very good. So go ahead and get out your watercolor paints and your watercolor brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint a pond all over my white piece of paper. I'm just going to pretty much fill the thing with blue watercolor paint, okay? However you want to paint your pond is up to you. You don't have to do it exactly like I do it, but I'm just going to show you how I do it so we can hang out while we paint. Does that sound like fun? Okay, good. I really like the color of this blue watercolor paint. Watercolor has always been one of my favorite ways to paint, ever since I was your age. All right, so this is going to take a bit of watercolor paint to get it all over the whole paper. But if you notice that your paintbrush runs a little bit dry while you're painting with watercolors, if you get your paintbrush wet again and then just get the paint on your paper wet again without even picking up more paint, you'll be able to spread it around a little more. Why don't you go ahead and try it? So get some paint on your brush from your paint set. Paint on your brush and then paint it on the paper. And then without putting your paintbrush back in the paint, put it back in the water and go right over where you just painted. And notice that the paint continues to spread. Isn't that cool? That is what I love about watercolor paints. You really are painting with the water. The paint just kind of gets the color on the paper. See, fill the paper with the color. Then I dip my paintbrush in water and I can spread the color even more without getting more paint. Until I need more paint. How do you feel about painting with watercolors? Is there a way of painting that you like better, or is that your favorite way? There really are a lot of cool ways to paint. I agree. Okay, so we're just going to keep painting our little pond. Have you ever been to a pond and seen ducks? What were they doing? Were they swimming in the water? Or were they walking on the land? Or maybe a little bit of both? Sounds like fun. I love to go to the river and see the ducks that are swimming around there. There's also a creek near my home where there are lots of ducks that swim around there. And in the springtime, the ducks have babies. Do you know that baby ducks come out of eggs just like chickens? Did you know that? Well, now we all know. What do you think baby ducks like to eat? I wonder. What do you think they eat? Do you think they eat bugs? Probably. Or worms that they find in the ground? Maybe. A lot of different kinds of birds like to eat worms out of the ground. Did you know that a duck is a bird? Isn't that cool? Ducks are birds and they fly. How is your pond coming along? Are you almost finished or are you still working on it? I want you to take your time I'm noticing that this watercolor paint doesn't spread very quickly on the paper, but that's okay. It gives us more time to talk. If you would like, you may go ahead and stop the video again while you finish painting your pond. And I'm just going to be right here continuing mine as well. And when you are finished, I'll be right here. Okay, do you have your pond all finished? Mine is finished too, and I've even started gluing my ducks onto it. Would you like me to show you how? All right, so now that we have our pond and our ducks are ready to go swimming in it, I want you to take the ducks that you colored and cut out, and we're gonna glue them onto the pond. So I have my little love duck here, the one with the heart on his chest, and I'm gonna take some glue. Now remember, when we're using glue, a little bit goes a long way, so we only need a little bit of glue, and then we're gonna glue it into the pond. So go ahead and repeat that. I have my cowboy duck. So I'm gonna put some glue on the duck and glue him in the pond. I think he'll go right there. Where are you placing your ducks? Are they gonna be close to each other, or are you gonna spread them out? Here's my birthday duck. Gonna go ahead and paste her right there. And then this little duck I made has a little feather on its back, like in the song we sang. So just put a little glue on that one, and then glue that one on as well. Just like that. So now I have my pond with all 5 ducks glued on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ducks. Now for an extra special touch, I'm going to take one of my feathers. Whoops, you may have a feather like this at your house. And I'm gonna glue this feather to the back of my little duck that I drew the feather on its back. Just like that. Do ducks have feathers? They sure do. And this duck has one fancy feather. Now, why do you think I glued a feather on the back of this duck? Do you have a guess? Because I thought it would be fun to sing our song about the 5 little ducks and put a feather on their back. Should we sing the song one more time? All right, let's sing it together. It goes, 5 little ducks that I once knew, happy one, silly one, shy ones too, but the one little duck with the feather on its back, he led the others with the quack, 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 quack. He led the others with the quack, quack, quack. Very good. All right, my friends, I had so much fun with you today reading the Pete the Cat 5 Little Ducks story and making a duck pond art project with you. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I will see you next time. Bye.